Legends say there's a huge treasure deep within. As the best thief or treasure hunter in the world, I'm going to find it. Uh-oh. What's up, agents? Zero here. Welcome to Super Dangerous Dungeons. Now, this is an entirely free-to-play platformer. That's literally all this game is a platformer, and I do not know whether or not I'm going to end up making a mini-series on this, because this is an incredibly short game. It's only 5 sections long, so it's not incredibly long. So if you guys want to see me actually do a full-on series on this, let me know down in the comment section below. Is again only gonna take me 5 parts to go ahead and complete this. So yeah, basic platformer, nothing really too out of the ordinary. There are admittedly bosses in this game, but the bosses are literally only trying to outrun them, so you're not actually fighting them. Now, I have played this game all the way through before, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm any sort of good at this game. I mean, I do enjoy myself a good platformer here and there, but there are times where I just end up failing miserably and getting super frustrated at certain points in time. So let's go ahead and first off, as you can tell up here right next to me, there's a shiny key right here. If I go ahead and grab this key, it opens up the door down at the bottom right, and depending on what level you're on, it'll actually open the door in a different spot. Obviously, every level is going to be different. I mean, that much is fairly obvious. So let's go ahead and go through this door, and we're going to make our way to our first official level. That was just a tutorial level, by the way, so you guys get a feeling for how this game actually plays out. Alright, so level 1 complete, and there are puzzles to solve per individual level admittedly, so you have to do a little bit of a looking around, and there are secrets in this game that you can find. The thing is, you actually need these particular secrets in order to advance in the game, and I will be going ahead and show you guys what these secrets actually are when we come across them. Now, each individual section to this game is only 10 areas long, and that's not including the boss, and that's also not including this first area of the game, which has a tutorial level, which the game menu technically doesn't count as a level for whatever reason. Now obviously you have obstacles that you need to go and dodge, and I did mention that this game is entirely free to play. It's on Android and iOS. I'll make sure to have links in the description to both app stores so you guys can find this game for yourself. And this is actually a direct sequel to a completely other game that goes by the title of Tiny Dangerous Dungeons. I don't know if I'm going to play that game as well. It all depends on how you guys feel. So yeah, enough about that. Let's go ahead and get through this next level, which, by the way, this level that I'm currently on right now has a secret area that I can actually get to if I do this correctly, and I actually know how to do it. So let's go ahead and head all the way up until we can manage to dodge this saw, because obviously this saw is going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt. So if we just stand down here and let the saw pass us, now we're going to go exactly the way that we came, but we can't actually go through the door that we came in, because obviously that door right there, it's behind that little panel. You can kind of make it out. It turned around when you flip the switch, but if we go and walk in this direction, we are now in a secret area, and this secret area is actually necessary in order to complete the game, as a matter of fact. So let's go ahead and see how far we can get before we actually end up dying, because this game, you take one hit, it's an instant KO, so you do have to be careful. When you do take damage and you get knocked out, you have to start the level all the way from the beginning. So there are times that admittedly it does get a bit annoying, but at the same time it's a rather decent game all things considered. So let's go ahead and make our way across these falling platforms, and it looks like we've already completed this bonus level, so that's not too bad. Crystal get. Alright, as I mentioned, you actually need these secrets, these crystals, in order to actually be able to beat the game itself. And if you guys want me to actually complete this game in full all the way to the end by letting me know about down in the comment section, then I will show you exactly what these crystals are for. But for right now, just know that they are entirely necessary. So let's go ahead and go back to the level we were already on. And yeah, as you can see, this is where our door was. And if we go ahead and flip the switch, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in, obviously, as I've been doing recently. As you can tell, it flipped around. So now we actually have to complete the level properly this time, which shouldn't be too hard, all things considered. So there we go. Alright, so now we have to go ahead and dodge all these saws. Once again, they implement new features every few levels, so it always makes sure that you're paying attention. Yeah, that was admittedly my first mistake, is doing that, because I was trying to rush things admittedly, which definitely not a good thing to be doing in the first place. So I think, yeah, I can go ahead and do it this way. Yeah, I'm safe doing it this way. Okay, and I think to get past this, I have to jump over. There we go, that worked. Alright, so let's see what we have coming up here. So got ourselves some crumbling platforms that we have to make our way across. Okay, so not too complicated, all things considered. Now I'm actually curious, I don't even remember how far in this game I've actually gotten so far, and this is actually a tricky puzzle for new players admittedly, but it's not incredibly difficult. Alright, press that button down there. Now we just have to make our way back up, which isn't a problem. Obviously the key is down here, so that's at least making things a little bit easier. And the way you actually tell when you've completed all the levels is when you complete a level, the music itself stops, and that'll let you know you're about to get into a boss fight, which I mentioned before is actually just running away from them, which we actually literally just made our way to the first boss. Sweet, I found a cool treasure. I bet my hat there is even more valuable stuff deeper inside. So here we go, our first boss, and we are outrunning a massive boulder. There we go, it took long enough. Okay, so this is literally all you do for the boss fights, as I already mentioned. Just outrunning them. And it's actually got custom boss music, which is not uncommon for games, but it's different from at least the rest of the game. It's actually pretty nice music, all things considered. I do enjoy myself some good video game music. First boss is admittedly not all that complicated to try to outrun, but further bosses from me playing this game before, it does start getting pretty tricky, and I do eventually have some difficulty. But there we go, first boss done, first try, so not really too huge of a deal. Gonna fall down, and there we go. Dungeon clear. And now we move on to the second dungeon, which this is actually an interesting theme, but I'm not gonna go ahead and spoil this game whatsoever any further. I'm gonna let you guys play for yourself, or if you guys are interested in me completing the game over several videos, again, it's not gonna be a long series if I do this, but it's actually an interesting game nonetheless. Anyway, with that out of the way, that's actually gonna have to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button. Or more than make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCPU0 to stay updated. This is the Juice. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I'll see you guys later.